Welcome back for stream number 2 on SWTOR Saturday. We are going to see if we can finish up some Galactic seasons. If you're with us this morning, we actually completed, here we go. So we finished level 100 in Galactic seasons, so all the rewards are done. We did get the cool speeder, so if you want to see that. Well, I guess some people would call it cool, some people might not like it. It's large, for sure. It's got like an orange to purplish color tint. Narshada's not the best place. It's got a weird color going on. Let's see. Yeah, it's not much better here. So, we got that, and so what are we going to work on? Well, we got some achievements we can knock out here. Probably going to finish the dailies on Runic here. But we're not done with Galactic seasons, although this might be our last Galactic season stream. So if we look here, you know, we got that achievement. That's done. Excuse me. We've still got to do weeklies. So we've got 66. We'll probably get to 67. So that'll leave us 33 left to do in how long? How long do we have left? In 72 days. So, you know, as long as we get a few each week, we'll be alright. And some of those just happen. Like if you look at this week's, if we go through here, like that would probably happen in my normal play because I run Rishi quite often. That happened while we were PvPing. That one's pretty easy. I just went and killed 25 people without a companion. Those happen naturally. That can happen as long as you play the right classes. And that one's going to happen naturally. So, you know, probably at least half of those I don't even have to try to do, just a normal play. So I think we're going to try to do that one since we're going to be on Runic anyway. But we do need to update our look here. What are we going to go with today? Okay, we didn't like the bell. We've run the Zerka look before. Could go GSI Tactical. I like this one for bounty hunters because of the fire. Nah. No. That's what we were running last week. We might go back to that. Could be a pirate. I do like that, but I don't like it's broken back here. That's not a bad look. I'm going to go back to this one for now. I do like the blue. Okay, anyway. PvP-wise, if we look here, we have 16 days left, and we only need, let's see, 292. So we're pretty good there. So, yep, that's kind of where we're at. So let's go ahead and head to Runic. And then I think we'll go ahead and change our companion out too. Oh, as far as the outfits, yeah. I usually, it's interesting because one of my viewers, his girlfriend brought up the fact that I always run the same armor. Like my standard look for this character, and I ran for years this way, is my tactical set. Like I like this set. I like it because if you look here, because he holds the gun down here, you can't iron sight it. So I like that it has these displays up here. It's like, okay, this is kind of the computer control aiming mechanisms for this gun that I'm going to shoot from the hip, right? Like you're not aiming that way. That's not a good way to aim. So this is my standard look. This is how I normally run my guy. But I got requests from my viewers, and I don't mind changing stuff up. Let's grab zoom.
As you wish.
I was hoping you'd call.
Okay, let's go back to Righteous Enforcer. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do everything here. There we go. We are getting to the point where we only need 4 dailies.
Soon.
My comms got frazzled coming through that storm.
But we'll run a full runic run here. I've maxed out the reputation. We've basically done everything but these things in PvP. Alright. Let's rock and roll. So, there's lots of missions that are kind of interdependent. So the areas and the order you do the areas in does matter a little bit for peak efficiency. You can do them in whatever order you want. There's going to be a giant list of missions over here. So I start over here. This is the do back stuff. Oh, I do need to do the... I still have the hidden world boss that I need to do over here. I don't know if I can solo it. So I'm a little worried. I don't want to use up my items by trying to solo it and failing. So I'm kind of holding them. I've debated on maybe doing like a viewer run, like anybody who watches my streams and wants to get in on it, we can do that. Wivistor is a mostly Imperial player. So he doesn't have, I don't think he has a level 80 over here on the pub side, so. Because him and I could probably two-man it, I think. The guides that I've read are vague. And I've watched some videos of it. It doesn't look horribly hard, but I think him and I with...
Look at me, Master.
Ooh, how did we only get... What else do we get? Oh, tracker tags and stuff. Interesting. I was expecting to finish the do-back on that. There we go. Alright, so do-backs are done, so we're going to move on to the next section. So we need to get Iron Wing something or other, I can't remember. What are they? Drumsticks. So we got do-back steaks and Iron Wing drumsticks. We are going to eat well.
I think you'll be satisfied.
Or whoever we're going to give them to is going to eat well. So one of my viewers calls my second stream my relax stream, because it's like the first stream we're either doing PvP or you know, high intensity master mode flashpoints and stuff. This one is like outside of the I missed the reference on the Han Solo comment. Probably something I said and I just don't remember. I think this is a good spot. Hit this one. Can we see through the tree? We can. Oh, this is a good spot and I can see. Can I get to that one over there? I can see. Yeah, I can see the glowy bits, I think. I can't get to them. Okay, there should be also one up here. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, sometimes I just babble and forget what I say. It does get weird a little bit. Like, I stream, and then if I go and play later or play solo, I feel like I need to, like, commentate on everything I'm doing. And it doesn't make sense if I'm just sitting here by myself. Like, after this morning stream, I was updating my Pokemon Go, and even there I was like, felt like I need to explain what I was doing. Okay, so we got to get these scanny things. Yeah, we got that one. Did I not go to the right spot? Should be able to get to them from here, I thought. Let's go rock climbing. Okay, there's one there. We got that one. Anyway, so the reason we have to scan these things is because in the next area, we have another thing that we have to do. Alright, which one am I missing? I think it's that one. There it is. So there it opens up the next thing, and if we look, that's not the right spot. Nope. Side tunnel. There we go. We have to go in here to do the next phase, right? Well, if you came here and did all of these missions, then you'd have to go back, and you'd have to come back. So it's just one of those. Try to find that path of least resistance. So there's one more thing we need to do here. We need to get a named guy. See if we can avoid fighting that guy. These guys will give us some drops, so we'll take them out. So some of these you just kind of get along the way, like these ID tags. Everything drops them, so just as we fight, we'll get plenty of those. So you don't have to really try. Different areas have, different ire wings, and we still got to get some of the whatever they're called, Tinebacks. Alright, so we have to go challenge the guy with that. Try to do it without pulling aggro on those guys. Got the audio okay from my oldest. He likes to check my audio for me. Helps a lot. Been a couple times where I've had messed up audio at the beginning. Okay, right, we got this guy. That should clear everything from here. Now, some people run out here, or they'll go across into a different area from in here. I like to just quick travel, and I don't think I'm going to get this off. I think we're going to pull aggro on that guy. Yep. If I wouldn't have talked through it, I probably would have hit it. Cool. Thanks, Darth Hinton. So what I do is I just quick travel back here. So I think it's actually faster. Costs a little money, but as opposed to manually running to this next area. So I'll show you when we get out of here. If we can speeder up here. So we have to travel down this long corridor. But the other alternative, we want this thing and we want to go in here. There's two other alternatives to get here. We could come in from, this is where, nope, that is not where we were. That's the waterworks. Let's see, is it here? Cliffside Tunnel Network to, yeah, so this is where we were. So we could come out here. This is where we went in. Come all the way down here to the ravine, I guess, and then down to here. Yeah, it's like you can get here that way. You could also, you could go here and come down this way and get this, but then you have to come back out here. So what I like to do is I come out here, we fight that, then we jump in there and we do that, and then our next route is to get to there. So that's my preferred route. If somebody has a different route or something else you like to do, throw it in the comments. I'm always happy to improve my process if I can. Yeah, got interrupted. So I want to thank one of my viewers this morning. Ran into me in PvP and joined up. We PvP'd together for a while. So that was kind of cool. First time that has actually happened. I mean, I've played PvP with other people before, but never somebody who met me through viewing my streams. So thanks for the PvP runs. We did alright. Had some good matches, had some bad matches. That's the way things go.
You'll be okay, right?
Thanks, Zoom.
At least I guess.
Alright, so here is named NPC number 2 that we need to fight. Go. 2 down. Alright, now what we're going to do next then is we're going to cut through here. We want to come into this first tunnel because we need to get some plans in here. If we're lucky, we won't get knocked off our speeder. We're just going to avoid combat. One thing about Runic that is tougher is you have a lot of harder fights. And the harder fights just take more time. Alright, that wasn't ideal. When you get knocked off early, if you stay on your speeder for a while, this is a little easier. But so Zoom's gonna die. She isn't gonna make it. And I've got my map messed up. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna cut in here. So now we got line of sight on the enemies. So we're going to try to find... So they're all chasing me now. If they catch me, we're going to die. Oh, there's one of the plans that we need, so we'll grab that. Maybe. Alright. So now what we're going to do is just try to keep ourselves alive. We'll hit our defenses. Something died? Did I kill something? If I did it by reflecting the damage back to it. Ah, did you follow me down the... I didn't think they could do that. Okay, they all evaded. Let's get Zoom back. Oh, that's not right. Dismiss.
Anything you say, Master.
I'm curious, though. Yeah, we actually killed something in here. Just by reflecting damage, I guess. That's pretty funny. Okay. We're going to go ahead and... We could run, but we're just going to quick travel over. It's only 300 credits. So we're glad to have everybody with us on this SWTOR Saturday. Ooh, I have my caps lock on. Don't know if that's going to work. We'll see. We'll see if Nightbot is smart enough. He is. Thank you, Nightbot. We play for a charity called Extra Life, which raises money for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. So you'll find the donation link in the chat or the description down below. Goes to my Extra Life page. You can donate. Or if you can't, that's cool too. Hang out with us. Help with the YouTube algorithm, as they say. Watch time, view times, like, share, subscribe. All that stuff gets me noticed. The more people that notice the stream, the more potential donors we can get. And that's what we're looking for. The more money we raise, the more sick kids we help. The more good we bring into the world from gaming. And gaming for good is a great thing. If you can't donate though, the other thing you can do is just share the link. Your social media network is different than mine. So you might find people on your network that are more than happy to donate. And they're like, hey, I was looking for a great cause. That Children's Miracle Network seems like a good group. Let's give them some money. I've gotten a few donations that way, where it's somebody who I knew posted the link and somebody they knew actually did the donating. These jump pads you unlock by doing some missions here early on. Makes a huge difference as you're trying to get around here. Let's check in here. See if anybody's running our friend. I haven't seen anything in the chat. I would prefer to run it with some people as opposed to solo. Much easier. I can solo this world boss, but it's like a half an hour fight, and there are sometimes some tense moments. But if you run into other people who are doing it,
Look at me, Master.
alright, let's look and see. Not a good sign if you see all these NPCs in here. We need that anyway. And then we're going to go ahead and make a run for it here, much like we did before. The cool part about this tunnel is because it is a world boss, I don't think they don't want to let people drag enemies down here, right? So once we cross the threshold somewhere in here as we approach this bridge... Oh, Zoom died. We're going to drop aggro. There we go. So you don't have to fight those guys.
Ready to help.
Oh, there
You
is
can't
somebody
die, Master.
else here.
I'd never recover.
Alright, let's go ahead and come the rest of the way down here and see. Or at least it looks like there was somebody here. Looks like they're just loading in. There they are. Ah, they're a public player. 287 armor rating, or item rating, not the best. Worth 336. Alright, well, we'll give it a second, see if they come down here or not. Because with some help, two-person in this wouldn't be so bad. Probably a 10 to 15 minute fight as opposed to a half an hour fight. Well, let's give ourselves a dose of medicine here. raise our mastery and power. All right, they haven't moved. I could just start fighting it and see if they join. So this should be, make sure I'm remembering right, yeah. So this is the 12 points and 15 notes of reflection we're trying to get. And it'll be our last Galactic Seasons weekly. They still haven't moved. They should be loaded in by now. Alright, I'll give it another minute, and if they don't do anything, we might just start fighting it. Maybe that'll get their attention. Maybe not. Check chat. The only thing anybody has said is nice party, and that was half an hour ago. Oh, there's another person. There's something going on here. Maybe they're just loading in here to see if anybody's fighting it for... See what we got there. That's an Imperial player, but I think both sides can fight it, actually. What's their item rating? 336. They're pretty strong. Vanguard, so they could be tank, could be TPS. Turtle Spy. Alright, well, there's two potential helpers here. I say we give it a shot. Alright, so what I like to do, I like to fight over here. I kind of use this spot right here as my point. That way I can stay out of the area attacks and, you know... Oh, they seem to have left. Whoever they were. Alright, well, let's see if we can pull this off. You ready, Zoom? Yep. Alright, let's rock and roll. So I want to keep Zoom away from me because he drops these circles. And you don't want to stack up with your companion and both eat those circles. So we want to stay far enough away that, so see how Zoom got one circle, but she can heal through that. Haven't gotten that person's attention yet. So now it's mostly just running back and forth, making sure we don't get hit by the circles, trying to stay out of like that attack. Like a cone behind them there. Sometimes if we get positioned wrong, Zoom might teleport to us. And so we've got to reposition a little bit. It's too bad because I think Zoom has a really good area heal. That if we both were sitting close to each other, we would both get, but we don't want to take the risk of actually pulling damage on both of us. Alright, now it's just the grind. I haven't really had to use any of our cooldowns yet, our defenses. Zoom's doing a good job so far of keeping us alive. This is a knockback. As long as we knock back into the wall, we're okay. I was mostly just trying to stay out of stupid Not get ourselves hit in anything. Making sure Zoom can keep line of sight on us, because if she loses line of sight, that's when you'll get in trouble and she'll teleport. Alright, I think the next round here we're gonna go ahead and no, Zoom caught back up. Yeah, it does what, 12% damage? Alright, let's go ahead and use this up. So those attacks are now healing me. That helps Zoom keep my health topped off. I like that attack because it really doesn't do much to us. And let Zoom catch up on him, or whatever healer you're using. Oh, we got people showing up. This could be good. The more the merrier. I would love it if one of them was a tank and took aggro off of me. Okay, well Zoom didn't even get hit this time. Now there's a whole group here. That's going to make life so much easier. Yeah, they've already pulled. Alright, so we're no longer, like, we're in full DPS mode now, right? Like, somebody else, if you look here, that's the enemy, that's who the enemy's targeting. Somebody else has pulled aggro off of me, which means it's got to be a tank. For as long as I was fighting that, I'm guessing it's that person there, I would have aggro. You know, they couldn't come in and out DPS it off of me. I've got aggro back. The tank died, I think. That chomp can be pretty nasty. Now the nice part is you can respawn just up the bridge there. So even if you get killed, as long as the fight doesn't end, you can get back into this fight. So I'm slowly fighting. There we go. They taunted the aggro back off of me. So now we should be able to just go into DPS mode again. Which makes life a lot easier. Just DPSing is actually pretty easy without having to worry about keeping myself alive. We'll save all our cooldowns just in case things go south. You can see my bullets flying all over. As the creature moves, the center of mass moves, and that's where the shots are going to. So you get a little bit of a weirdness there. Alright, this went really well. Definitely much easier with people showing up to help. There we go. Alright, now I want to check, were they... Yeah, Republic players, so that's good. Okay, so we knocked out... Oh, I can't shut that off? Oh, okay, it went away. So we knocked out our 7th thing there. How are our notes of reflection? We have 90. So again, we need 120 per week to make our make our quota, our reputation quota. Well, that worked out. I'll take that. Again, I eventually would have killed it. It just would have taken a whole lot longer than that.
You're great. But I mean,
You did great, Zoom. I'm proud of you.
don't die, Master. I'd never recover.
Zoom and M1. M1 is fun as well as a companion. Just some of the things they say. M1 is like the hyper loyal super Republic droid that, you know, is rah rah go Republic. Some of his things are pretty fun. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go back up. We could have run out of there. But I think this is just as easy. So now we want to come over to this side. We got one more thing to kind of do up on this ledge, which is here. And we've already killed 5. You can get all 12 of these guys in here. This first fight's a little rough, if I remember right. So we're going to go ahead and go easy mode. We'll just knock that guy out.
You'll be okay, right?
Now again, remember, notice that when he's stunned, he's healing. So if you're going to do that and you're planning on doing that, do it right away. There's no point in fighting and getting his health down to half and then hitting the button and then he heals all the way back up. But it's 60 seconds. He's out of the fight for 60 seconds. As long as you don't do damage to him. Oh, she shoots me to heal me. So what do we got left? 14 seconds. But as soon as we do damage, then it knocks him out of that stun mode. And the cooldown's already done here. So it's a nice little, if you're soloing, it's a nice thing. If you're running group content, you'll sometimes come up across a group where it's like, hey, let's take this one guy out of the fight, kill the others, and then fight the rest. Depends on what the group content is. So we could do the same thing here if we wanted to. We're going to go ahead and just fight them both. So this time I'm going to get aggro on me. So not on my healer. And keep an eye on my health. But we're just going to area attack them down. And if my health starts to drop, we'll use the reflection to heal ourselves back up. Like this. There we go. And we'll go ahead and recharge up our energy. Alright, take this guy out. Now the one thing about taking one out, it does make life easier on your healer. So while the area attack is nice, probably doing more damage overall because you're doing damage to 2 at the same time. You're also lowering their health individually slower. Where if I solo attack one thing, I can kill it faster, only one at a time. But now I've only fighting one that's left, and then that makes life, again, easier on our healer. Here we'll area attack the whole group until we kill the 2 normals. Then we'll go ahead and kill the strong, because they'll die faster than this elite. And then it's just 2v1 after that. And so now, Zoom should be able to out-heal the damage that this elite does. Or whatever your preferred healer is. Everything I've read, the theory craft is Zoom is the strongest healer. Maybe true. That was horrible. Placed that circle horribly. Alright. We're going to go ahead and divide and conquer here a little bit. I'm going to let those 2 attack Zoom. So that means we're using up both of our health pools. I'm going to stand close enough that that area will heal us both. Although I dropped some fire on Zoom. Sorry, my friend. But now I'm not taking all the damage. We'll kill our guys and then we'll pull one person off of Zoom. Big part of MMOs does tend to be spawn and aggro management. Ah, still getting that tickle in my throat.
I'd never recover.
Whereas if all four were attacking me, it would have been harder for Zoom to keep me alive.
One less problem.
Let's play this one safe. I think we would have been fine. But no point tempting fate. Big sneeze there. I'm sure at some point I'm going to miss the mute button, so I apologize if I cough or sneeze into the mic. I try to not make that happen. Especially if you're a headphone wearer. It can be a loud chunk of sound coming through. Alright, so now we've met the kill the 12, which was here. We had to take this group out. Probably could again take them all, but just to play it safe, we'll take the boss out because he is stunnable. A lot of times you're going to find your main bosses are immune to incapacitating effects. So you can't stun them, you can't interrupt them as well sometimes. Depends on the fight. But this one allows us to. So we'll take out friend number 1 here. Did that enrage him? Nope. Sometimes if you kill the ads or the weakers, it'll enrage the boss or make them do extra damage. So you have to figure out, is that better or worse? Let's see. Hindered. Yeah, I don't see anything on him that's... He's doing bonus damage because we killed his friends. Alright, so that's a heroic. So we're 37 of those. Alright, and now we're just gonna quick travel yet again. Again, I could run out if I wanted to. So we've cleared the upper level of this area. Now we're going to go to the lower level and do some stuff down there. So that's where we've been jumping up. Now again, before you complete that, I can't remember what they call them. Does it say on these? No, but there's a set of epic or legendary, or I can't remember what they're called. But essentially, there's these quest chains to do these things, to get these 3 perks. Before you get that one where you can jump up on those jump pads, a lot of these routes are much harder. They're longer, you have to go through more enemies and stuff. Once you get that, it does make life a little bit easier. Okay, 2 things we want here. We want this, which is going to trigger, again, one of our other things. Because a lot of them are multi-stage. Then this will be our 3rd, just fight a guy. Not a hard fight or anything, but And then we're going to go in that entrance right there.
Do enjoy a good fight.
I am going to have to, if I start only doing the heroics, I may have to modify my route a little bit, I think. Something I'll have to investigate. Because a lot of this stuff we'll start skipping. We've finished the reputation. We finished the kill the world boss. So really the thing we do have left is the heroics. Because we're going to knock this out today. We've already knocked out the 75 kills. We've got to be way up on conquest. What are we at? 700,000. Not huge. That's all mostly from today. Alright, so this is a bonus mission.
You're great, but I made you better.
Don't have to do it if you don't want to. We will, since we're here. So I was waiting for that knockback, then we'll hit our knockdown here. That incapacitates the two normals, which means less incoming damage. And that helps our healer. DPS and tanks can do tons to help their healer. The way you play, like moving out of that, right? Don't take extra damage, you don't have to. Now, just solo like this, I'll sometimes not. But if you're playing group content and your healer's another person, if you're DPS and you're taking extra damage, you don't have to, especially in like a operation or a flashpoint. Now the healer has to heal you instead of concentrating on healing the tank. That can be detrimental to your group. So it's a good practice just to develop the muscle memory of moving out of things that are going to hurt you. Not taking extra damage. You know, using your different cooldowns or your own defenses or things like that if you are taking damage. Anything that makes your other team members' jobs easier, definitely worth doing. Alright, let's go farther in. Same thing here. I know I'm going to get knocked back, which is going to interrupt. There's a knockback coming. So I wait for that knockback before I do this attack, so it doesn't get interrupted with the knockback. And it just means I can put out a little more DPS. I drop the dot on the elite, so it's ticking down damage as we fight the other guy. There we go. Clean out all the ads and fight the main guy. Or the stronger guy. You're doing great, Zoom. Shouldn't be a bad fight, just two strongs. And if you're having trouble finding these, again, they will respawn, so you can go back and do ones that you've already done in the past. We're already at 7, and I think there's a couple in here, so we should be fine. Here comes a knockback. Wow, I'm gonna stay up here. What are you guys gonna do about it? You knocked me up here. So we dot up the elite so that that's damage is ticking while we're fighting this person. And then they have less health when we finally get to them. Plus it gives it the time to work through its tick. Not sure. Does it do damage over 9 seconds? So that's one of those, if you do it before or when they're almost dead, it means you don't get the full effect. Because you want all 9 seconds to tick. So Zoom stunned the commander, so we'll try not to do damage to the commander. There we go. That way they don't come out of their stun. So that right there is usually the companion stun. Most healers have a stun right there. Treek's a little different. Treek has a threat drop. So if you're fighting and your healer's taking too much threat, Treek is actually pretty good because she can drop her threat and take less attacks. There's 9. Should be one right around the corner here. 10. One over there. 11. Okay.
You're great, but I made you
I'm gonna
better.
try to sneak around the back side here. We're gonna go ahead and fight this group first. Now, when we click on this, it's going to malfunction or tell us we don't have the right code or something like that. And then we have to go fight more spawns to get 2 code things. And then based off those, and we can click it again. So what we're going to do is take advantage of this one. We don't get interrupted by taking damage. So we're going to make sure we're full health. And what we're going to do is we're going to run over here, and we're going to pull aggro as soon as we run in here. So I'm going to click this. Now this group, if we fight them, and they have a chance to drop one of those codes, right? So it's potentially one less spawn we have to fight. Whereas if we killed this group first, we're not going to get a code. And then we click on that, and then we have to go fight more groups to get the code. So now there's no guarantee this group's going to drop one, but there's a chance. So again, we'll try to maximize our potential drops, even though it may or may not work. Okay, so there's one code there. Most likely. Could be something like tech fragments or something like that.
Look at me, Master.
Also notice I stuck myself kind of up against this wall. That way if I do get knocked back again or by this guy, you don't want to get knocked over into another group like that group there. You may or may not survive it, but fighting 2 groups at once is harder. Here comes the knockback. Oh, I missed the wall, but I didn't get knocked into that group. So that's all we cared about. He dropped a code. This would be awesome, but I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, nice. That really worked out. Doesn't usually work out quite that well. Alright, now again, we're deep into here. We could actually work our way out, work our way, into these different sections. But we're going to take advantage of our utilities. We're just going to quick travel out of here. And we don't have to do this part right now, but we might as well while we're here. go back up here where we've been before. And we're just going to ignore as many of these people as we can. Yeah, pulled aggro on those guys. But we've dropped aggro on everything that we ran through, so it's all going back to its original spots. And this may look a little bit familiar. Been in this area once today when we cut through the tunnels before we came here. We fell down here, remember? And again, same thing here. This saves us having to run back through the tunnels by being able to just jump up those spots. So. Alright, off to the waterworks. I think we can finish our time backs in here. There should be one of these little battles. We've got, is it Gobbler? I think is the bonus. Yeah, bonus for that. We can get Gobbler too.
Nobody gets through me.
You tell him, dude. Tried to move too quick.
Enjoy a good fight.
Alright, come over here. Want some time backs.
Feel better.
We still need all 5 of these. There's 1, 2. Hopefully 3. Oh, just 2. Alright, let's go get Gobbler. So I believe Gobbler has 2 time backs with him. Him or her, I'm not sure.
Time for blast and smash.
Yep, there's 1. Here comes the triple knockback.
What's the problem?
Alright, we got 3, so let's go find us some more time backs. There's some over here.
Great, but I can do better.
Wow, are we that close to tech fragments? Yeah, almost 9,000. Come on, I think we only need 2 more. Here. Come on. Alright, that's done. Now you can choose. We're just going to go back to where we spawned into this area, which is right there. You could just quick travel to that spot, or we just drove back. Same thing here. This makes life a lot easier. We can go in the back door here, because the back door is way up here on the cliff. But coming in from this side versus this side makes this area quicker to do. Just kind of nice. Oh, we finished. Finished the daily. So. So that's complete. 100 dailies on Runic. So now we just have to knock out 12 more heroics.
Look at me, Master!
So now if we want to, if we come to Runic, we can just do the heroics. We don't have to do every mission. Make life a little quicker. Mouse droid time. Alright, so I want to wait for that guy to pass. If they see you in their little red cone, it'll end the mission, and you have to start it all the way over. Gotta watch for that little move. So like if you do this one and then get seen, you have to start over. So now what I do is mostly just follow him. Stay far enough back so he doesn't do that. Oh, I've never gone in here. That's cool. Okay, now one will come down this tunnel here. Gotta watch out for him. There we go. The other one should be well ahead of us, so we should be alright. Now there's two that'll walk back and forth here. One from each direction. So there's the other one. So he's going to come back this way. He's another double backer, so you got to watch out for that double move there. Make sure he doesn't double move here. And I think we're good. Now we're going to lose our companion when we come out of this instance. It's pseudo fixed bugs. How close are we on daily resource matrices? Almost done with those. So we have to recall our companion. Alright, let's grab M1. Just so you can hear. It's not his.
Yes, sir.
Very excited pro-Republic.
I will remain vigilant as ever. Sir, how can I be of service? We will fight until the last Imperial lies dying at our feet.
Alright, we're good to go, M1. What a great attitude you have. Alright, so this next one's a heroic 4. So, in the system, designed to be for, air quote, 4 players. We're going to go in and solo it. It can be tough. This can be a tough fight. What I normally do, I think if you kill these guys, he goes into an enrage mode. But I find is so far for me, it's easier to kill these two guys and then fight him solo, even though he's doing more damage, than it is to try to deal with them all or kill the main boss first. So.
Ready.
Alright, we'll see how M1 heals this. So we're going to go ahead and stun one of those guys. The other thing on this is because it's inside of an instance like this, if you get in trouble, you can just run out the door. And if you do that, everything will heal back to full. But if something dies, he'll still be dead. So if, let's say you can only get past one of these guys, right? You get Bart killed. Well, then run out, regroup, heal up, do whatever you need to do in order to get by the fight. So like you can see, M1's taking some damage. So we might just do that. We might just be like, you know what? Let's go out and regroup. Get ourselves back to full health before because, well, M1's done a little bit of damage to him. Hasn't done a lot. So once.
Carry on without me.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to slip out here. It's going to knock us out of combat. M1 will join us. we'll get a free heal up here. Alright, so now we're back to full health, and we come back in. They're still dead. Now it's 1-on-1. Now he has these 2 stacks of rage first pet dies, so he does more damage. But still, this is easier. We are going to go ahead and heroic moment, though, just to get the free healing. And we'll use our cooldowns. Make M1's life a little easier. And we'll see how we do.
Applying overwhelming force.
So we'll shield up there, make M1's life a little easier. Nice part about this one is the cooldown, like every 5 seconds or something like that, the cooldown itself will drop every time you take damage. So that shield comes back relatively quick. And we still have a heal, and we still have our reflection heal here. So we'll kind of save those. Let's pop this one right now. That puts a little bit of a heal over time on us. We'll get this off, and then we might have to help M1 here. Yeah, we're definitely taking some damage. We'll shield back up. That's the wrong key. Trying to save that one for when we really need to heal up. There we go, so we're back to full health. Now we're about to lose our heroic moment. When this bar goes away, we're not getting that free heal. So we'll hopefully have that and our shield still left when that happens. Top ourselves back off. Do that. Now we need to recharge some of our energy. So we're going to go to our default attack. Still doing some damage. So what's our energy recharge? Drop our defenses again. We'll do a couple self heals. I think at 10% we'll probably hit this just to keep our healing up, and also does a little bit of extra damage. So it reflects damage back at the attacker. Only direct damage, not area damage. There we go, heroic 4. And we'll go ahead and drop down. It'll blow up one of these pipes. There's a bunch of them in here. If this one's available, I usually just grab it.
I'll save you.
I wish, like, they have these little, what looks like a jump pad down here, but it doesn't work. Wish you could just jump up this whole ladder system. Guess if I wanted to, I could quick travel out of here and then jump up there, but then you have to take that fight, so. Alright, so we're going to work our way around the back side here. Depending on if anybody's come through, there's a few spawns we have to hit. And one's gotten kind of quiet. on, M1, say some stuff.
Affirmative.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
No Imperial will stand in our way. The Republic will triumph.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how can I be of service? I will follow your lead, sir. Affirmative. Sir, allow me to reiterate my pleasure in serving in your command. I will remain vigilant as ever. I will follow your lead, sir.
He's got one where he's
Death
basically...
before defeat.
Quit touching me, is essentially what it is. Something about
No Imperial will stand in our way.
impervious
The
armor or
Republic
something
will
like that.
triumph. I'm glad you share my enthusiasm. As always, we are left with no choice but absolute victory. Absolutely, sir. My success is a mathematical and moral certainty.
You tell him.
Sir, how can I be of service? Absolutely, sir. My success is a mathematical and moral certainty.
Mathematical and moral certainty. Good to know.
As always, we are left with no choice but absolute victory. For the Republic, nothing is too dangerous for Havoc Squad, sir. I will follow your lead, sir. I will remain vigilant as ever. I'll save you.
Alright, so we'll work our way around this corner. We got one more scan to do. And you have to come down here and turn it in or make it... I don't know what it... I don't remember the mission, but...
Nothing is too dangerous for Havoc Squad, sir. Fantastic, sir. Death before defeat. I'm glad you share my enthusiasm.
It was nice of him to run into that for us. I can't remember all the things that Zoom says if you click on Zoom. I'll have to figure that out.
Sir, allow me to reiterate my pleasure in serving in your command. Affirmative. We will fight until the last Imperial lies dying at our feet.
There's our last scan.
For the Republic. As you wish, sir. We will fight until the last Imperial lies dying at our feet. Affirmative. I will follow your lead, sir. As you wish, sir. We must show no hesitation or reservation in our war against the Empire, friend. Our enemy certainly won't.
That one was a new one.
Flying over with force. For the Republic. We'll have this war won in no time, sir. You needn't worry, sir. My
Here it
armored
is.
chassis is impenetrable to your touch, no matter how repetitive.
I like that one. Okay, so now we have to go all the way back there. But if you remember, we have that repulsor pad jump up there. And that's what we're going to do. Again, making life easier.
Yes, sir.
Anything you say, Master. Would you like to play I Spy? I wonder how HK is doing. I'm ready for anything.
And we transmit from here. And then the last two, we just have to deliver. So we'll come back to where we started. And that's the loop.
Scanning. detect something. Oh, it's you. Let's go pound some lumps. Hello, Master. We're having fun, right? Your enemies are my enemies. What a day, huh? I'm ready for anything. Scanning. I detect something. Oh, it's you. Let's go pound some lumps. Can't wait to see what happens next. I wonder how HK is doing. Would you like to play I Spy? Hello, Master. Your enemies are my enemies. We're having fun, right? What a day, huh? Hello, Master. Would you like to play I Spy?
I don't know if there's any rare
wonder how
ones
HK
in
is
here or
doing.
not.
What a day, huh?
Like, you know, there was a couple in
Scanning.
it, or for
I detect
M1,
something.
that just
Oh,
don't
it's
pop
you.
up very often.
Let's
Could
go
just be
pound
purely
some
random.
lumps. I'm ready for anything. We're having fun, right? Would you like to play I Spy? I wonder how HK is doing. Let's go pound some
Yeah,
lumps.
think
We're
we
having
might have heard
fun,
them all.
right? I'm
sure.
ready for anything. Hello, Master. What a day, huh? Your enemies are my enemies. Let's go pound some lumps. Can't wait to see what happens next. I wonder how HK is doing. Your enemies are
Yep,
my
not hearing
enemies.
anything new.
We're having fun, right?
Alright, is there anything in here? Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. That's from this morning. Warzones is PvP. Alright, let's pop back to our stronghold. Check our inventory here. Alright, we got a little plant. More little plants. What's that one? Fuel canister. That might look good in Mech Shaw. Let's see, gear. Companion gifts. Gear. Companion gift. Lots of companion gifts. Decoration. More plants. Alright, let's store some of this. And we'll check to see if there's anything else we need to finish up, but I think we're in pretty good shape here. Alright, so what we are going to do is we're going to grab those two things. Because these are only 334s.
You'll be okay,
I'm
right?
going to equip these two 336s before I open these gearboxes. That way, if we get something that is... or if we get an implant, it'll be 336 and not 334, or better chance. And we'll re-equip those because they give us good bonuses. I like the shoot me and back to health. Actually, yeah, we opened up all of our gear. That's nice. Okay, so we've got another complete DPS set. That's good. Plenty of belts. Those two we'll put back in number 7. And what do we got here? Another relic. So a couple of relics, 336 as well. Let's see, let's dump our companion gifts. They'll all go in there. We could put that one in as well. Yeah, let's store that one. So we have a focus retribution, a boundless ages, and a second focus retribution. Alright, these two should be 320s. So we'll just disintegrate those. 21,000. Sell off our junk. Oh, another piece of gear. Make sure it's a 320. Yep. Alright, let's take stock at where we're at. Galactic Seasons is done. PvP season will be done next week. Once you hit all these, your weeklies, you don't get these bonuses. So if I got all these, then we could have kept going. That just is a daily thing. We're making good progress on reputation. So if we look here, yeah, we're 7,000 into the 30,000, or 47,000 into the total of 70,000. So we'll just have to keep grinding that. What are we at for? So notice the reflection. Again, we need 120 a week. I've already bought everything for this week, so that's 90 towards next week's total. So we're in good shape there. The other ones we don't care. PvP season tokens, we're going to have to spend those. We'll probably do that next week. Plenty of snow-covered parcels. Alright, let's see if there's anything else on our list. Check our conquest. Guilds at 1.3 million. We're never going to, like we're not even on the top 10. But it's just me. That's just my character, so if I was actually in a guild, like I'm in guilds that win these sometimes, there are achievements for these, so if you don't have them, what are they under? Is there a stronghold section still? Companions, locations, strongholds. Okay, so in here, reach your personal conquest point target to complete this conquest. These are on all the different, they name each week's conquest. So you just have to make personal conquests. You can do that. This one can be hard though. This one is, let's see, conquer the planet Runic with your guild by topping the guild leaderboard in the conquest event. You must complete your contribution target for the event and log in within 3 days. So these conqueror ones, you have to actually win the planet. I don't know what the other servers are like, but at least on our server, there's like 2 or 3 guilds that can do that. And so what you do is you just put a character in one of those guilds, and when they invade a planet that you need, make sure you make conquest, and you'll get those as well. I don't remember what all of these were, but I've completed them at some point or another. So what am I missing over here? Oh, I think this is just the, let's see. No, there's still 10 points missing out of here. I'll have to look up, see what I'm missing in strongholds, because those both say 0. That one you have to kill somebody. There's a turtle named Speedy, and you take your little rat ghoul, I think his name is Itchy or Skitchy or Stitchy, out of your Odessan base, and I think it kills the turtle, and then you get that achievement or something like that. I've never done it. I don't think you can get the turtle back, and I kind of like the turtle, so I haven't done that one. But yeah, there must be something hidden here that I don't have. So I'm gonna have to look that one up. See what I'm missing there. Okay, what do we got? 7:30? Let's run one more thing. We did run long this morning, so it wouldn't necessarily be bad to... Let's see. Runic, Manon, Rishi. Yeah, we could do a CZ cycle. Yeah, nothing there looks all that appetizing. Let's jump out and we'll make conquest on another character or close. I don't think that... I think I've already ran Coruscant. So that's usually my thing that tops it off. But we'll run our CZ Ziost Rishi cycle here. And that'll get this guy close. And then there's a couple of other things I'll do throughout the week that will give him conquest points. I think he's already got some. Let's take a look here. Oh, yeah, he's already got 13,000. We might make it without having to do the heroic. We'll see. Alright, we'll throw that down there. Actually, let's throw this all down here. I sell these on this character, so I usually just leave them at the top. Corso is our companion. Cool. We can run with Corso. Who else do we have on this guy? Let's use somebody we have. Oh, we could use Gus. Gus is crazy. Yeah, let's get Gus.
Fine. Could use some shut-eye.
Ready for action.
So Gus, a failed Jedi Padawan who abandoned his training. The enthusiastically greedy Gus Toro prefers the underworld lifestyle, potential for material riches. In a perfect galaxy, Gus would spend his retirement lounging in a heated swimming pool, surrounded by exotic beauties, while consuming a steady diet of fresh fish and expensive cocktails. Although he often speaks before he thinks, Gus has talked his way out of certain death many times. He often uses his minimal knowledge of Jedi and the lightsaber he stole from his old master to fool gullible criminals into leaving him alone. When that fails, Gus reveals he is much better shot than anyone would believe. So yeah, he'll say some funny things.
No way. I'm not being bait. Not this time. I hear you.
And he is a Mon Cal.
I hear you. I'm all yours now, Captain. Harry, you're always looking at me. Don't you trust me yet? Harry, you're always looking at me. Don't you trust me yet? Harry, you're always looking at me.
Oh.
Don't you trust me yet?
Oh, I've got a customization on him as well.
I think I'm gonna... I'll never leave you. I could never have imagined you would put up with me for this long. I'm all yours now, Captain. I think...
Oh, he's gonna throw up again.
I'm all yours now, Captain. No way. I'm not being bait. Not this time.
Let's see what else he says while we're fighting. Now I like the agents and the gunslingers and lightning sorks as well, because you notice my area attack on my trooper is really small. On these characters, it's room size. Makes life a lot easier. Now, less mobile. Like, you have to go into cover to use a lot of the stuff, but yeah, that circle is huge. Alright, we've got Gus. Let's DPS him up right now. Probably have to switch him back to healer. This character's not as robust as my trooper as far as self-healing. So that running dual DPS here can get us into some trouble. But things tend to drop pretty fast. So again, you have to go into cover, which can make this a little tougher, but I like the mobility of the trooper and the bounty hunter. Can shoot while running a lot. You can with this guy too for some of his stuff, but not everything. Alright, Gus, kill him. I think Gus does have a line about juggling lightsabers, if I remember right.
What? I didn't do nothing. No way. I'm not being bait. Not this time. I'm all yours now, Captain.
So there was somebody already clearing out that top area, so we're gonna have to. Now again, these are in the next area as well, so we don't have to get them all here. But it's nice not to have to deal with them. Plus, we get to talk to Gus more.
Are you always looking at me? Don't you trust me yet? What? I didn't do nothing. I'll never leave you.
While we're waiting, we'll let Gus heal us.
I'll never leave you. Are you always looking at me? Don't you trust me yet? I'll keep my eye out.
That one's new.
I'm all yours now, Captain. I'll keep my eye out. Are you always looking at me? Don't you trust me yet? Sorry, Captain. I got nothing for you.
Here it is.
Unless you want to hear that story about juggling lightsabers in my underwear again.
They all have one just silly or goofy line. So yeah, his is juggling lightsabers in his underwear. Visualize that. So like here, I can't get all these guys in one circle with my trooper. But that is nice. What did he say? Don't make me use this lightsaber. Alright, so I saw somebody come out. It's got to be a Republic player. See if we can see the boss over there. If they were rushing right over to fight the boss, we want to join them, make their life a little easier. Yes. So now we get credit for that. Didn't have to do most of the work. There are a lot of people on CZ today. Okay, so now what we gotta do is we gotta get this 35. We also want to make sure we get the daily. So we've already got one done. Now we'll get CZ, defeat enemies 2. So it's 25 for the first one, 50 for the second one. 75 total. As long as you get to, I think it's 17, you get the rest in the instance. Alright, where are we at? We're at 11. Same with this group here. Like I oops, screwed that up anyway. I can't get all of them on in one shot. My trooper. There's 15. Alright, that's 17. That should be enough. Down into the sewer we go. So down here I like to put my companion on DPS, and what I have them do is just fight while I am clicking the other things. If you're running this in a group, you can send different people Like I'll run over here, my group member will run over there. So while I get this one, then that one pops up, they get that one. It's okay if our companion takes some damage because we're gonna jump into our speeder here after this. And so it despawns your companion, and when he spawns back, he'll be full health.
That's right. I'm a big Jedi.
Tell him. There we go. We have to have capped out in resource matrices by now. Yeah, we're back to capped out on those. Alright, on to Ziost. So notice our black and red, he's red and green. So Ziost has a shader applied to give it kind of a creepy, weird, mystical vibe thing going on. So you can see the colors all shift a little bit. They're just a little off. So he's got more salmon color. Red's a little duller. Not too bad on these outfits. Some of them shift quite a bit. Right now it shows 5 people on the planet. Actually, for Zaz, that's a lot. Cool, 2 for 2. Looks like somebody's come through before us. There should be a droid in here, and it's not. Let's look over here. Also gone. And they just killed that one, so. We'll go ahead and do the scans, and then we'll see if those other 2 respawned or not. So you can get 4 of the 5 from here. And if we don't get the droids in the first run, we can get them on the back end as well. Not a big deal. That one's a big zoom. Alright, let's go look though. See if they respawned or not. Yep, this one respawned. This could be bad. This one's one where having the healer is probably better. The champion version destroyed for my gunslinger is going to be a little rough. I think we'll be okay. We are going to use our defensives though. Oh, yeah, we were fine. That went better than I thought it would. Grab some heals. Alright, I think we're going to move on. There's another droid back over here. Me and this other guy are, I think, competing for things. So not sure where he went. He might have moved on as well. Alright, we got that one killed. Oh, I think we got all the body scans done. Nice. Alright, so we'll do this little course. And we throw the little probe into these fissures. I don't remember exactly what that's supposed to do. What we're scanning or whatnot, but geoscanning probe. Something. There's another droid. So there's some on this backside, and then worst case, we don't find any in here. When we're running back to turn in the final missions, we'll go through that same area again. Do our 5th binocular scan here. And then I like to... Oh, I don't have the droids done. Usually I have the droids done here, so what I do is I'll click on that while I'm accepting these two, and then that one will get done. Whoever that other person is must be done with their droids, though. Nope. Didn't get big enough there at the end. Alright, I'll put them back. So what I'll normally do at the end there, I'll click on this, I'll open this up, and while I'm accepting these two, that one uploads, and I accept the third one. I usually do that on the bridge back there. Okie dokie, we'll get a battery, droid power cell. put it in the hollow droid. We'll grab a second battery. Usually, 99% of the time, I never need that second one, but it's nice to have, just in case. While he's booting up, you might as well grab it. Doesn't slow you down any at all. So we'll do a little hollow archaeology here. Little droid guy collects data and can hollow project what he thinks this site used to look like. So you'll see the little hollow things popping up behind us as we go. Depending on how far the droid gets, they'll sometimes trigger, sometimes not. I get far enough ahead of him and click these things too fast that he doesn't always catch up with us. He's down there somewhere. Oh, there he teleported to us. So he's actually shooting out his little scanner beam. You just can't see it because it's going through the ground. This is a scary jump. Look at that. Alright, and we'll have Gus attack the droid while we plug our little hollow droid into this. It will turn on this giant hollow projector. This thing fires up here. And now it's projecting to the whole site. And so you can see it's filled in and replaced what used to be there holographically. At least that's the theory. And because it is a game, we're just going to drop down in here. Because that's faster than actually traveling out of the instance. It's way back there. You can see the door. So this is back to that starter area that we were in. So again, you can get the droids back through here if you need them. And the reason we manually come back here is it's faster than quick traveling up to the station and back down. Otherwise, we'd use the quick travel. You see the jump there? That's because they were doing this. They're space barring through the conversation, and the little space bar hits after the. Alright, we'll run Resheen. I think that'll probably get us through today. And hopefully next week I can clear this little cough thing that we got going on. It's just one of those lingering things. I feel fine, but cough won't go away. Alright, who do we need to get? We need to get Tonvar pirates. I think there's some inside the cantina. We'll be alright. Nobody. There's the Tonvars.
Better start running.
Can't you see I'm a Jedi?
Way to threaten him. You know, like a Jedi would. Alright, I say this every time, but
Rep, do a check.
click that. You don't have to wait for it to go through its 5 minutes, so we're just going to keep running, and we'll come back later and turn it in at the end. We have to come. There's a guy right outside the cantina here as well. You have to turn a mission in. So we have to come back here anyway. So we might as well just go get other stuff done. So if you watch that 5-minute timer, we should be able to get through most of this area to the probe droid area if I'm efficient in that 5 minutes. Don't feel like I'm running very efficient. That wasn't too bad. Oh, gotta go back and get that. It's most likely a node of reflection. It is. It's just one, so it's not a huge amount, but they do add up. Like I said, we need 120 weeks, so we'll do everything we can to get them. Alright, Gus, which way are we gonna go? This way? Okay. And we kill all the shore crabs because they count for the planetary kill counts, the 75 that we need. And they're one shots. They're like level 1s. So nice and easy. Little animation blending issue there. I've showed that before. We'll show it. We'll show it after this scan. So what's happening is when you do animation, you can separate the tops and the bottoms of the animation. And so we'll go right into our speeder. You notice the legs are on a different animation cycle than the top was. We'll do it in another spot that's a little more open. So the upper body is still in the binocular scanning animation. Your lower body is in the jetpack animation. And so you get a little bit of goofiness there. Have to fight those guys back there if you don't want to. I'm assuming they're doing the same mission as I are. They might not be. I think there's a mission where you have to click on those towers as well. They might be doing that one. In which case they would have to fight those guys. They also might be just doing the planet story, whereas I'm just doing the dailies. So that's a little bit different. Left still. So if we were standing on in the cantina there, we'd still be waiting for that mission to get over. Whereas we've completed all of this stuff so far. We made some pretty good time. If we get lucky, we might get this one done even before the 5-minute timer's up. This is kind of luck of the draw. Could get it on the first thing here. We did. Nice. That's a quick run. Alright, off to the next area. So we cleared that whole area with 20 seconds left. Efficiency. That's what we're going for. Probably should put Gus back on heals so that we get our health back, but alright, so there's the 5 minutes that ran out. Profit meat. We got 1. Need 3. So if you place your circle in between them and you can get them to run all the way through it. That way they take damage across the whole circle. Once they're stationary like this, then it doesn't matter. But if you got melee things coming in on top of you like that, you can get a little more damage that way. Gets 2. Oh, no, 3. Okay, let's check our... Got another node of reflection there as well. Our planetary counter here. What do we need? We're at 31, so we'll go ahead and we'll take some of these groups. Alright, let's get some heals going. 40 of 50, a little low. We're alright, there's plenty of guys over here.
You won't die.
You're pretty sure I won't die. Like a little more insurances than pretty sure.
I'm a Jedi!
Now, if you want to, you can run into these pools, and the pool itself will... I don't know if it only is when he's alive or not. Yeah, there you go. It'll spawn... I think each pool will spawn one of these guys. I don't think it'll spawn another one. So if you're having trouble finding some NPCs, there's plenty. Oh, I don't know, I think spawned any. That one did. So you can get your own little private enemies if you need them. And they count. Alright. We need 5 more. We still have to kill the 2 Tonvar pirates, so that'll be 2. We have to kill the... whatever it is, where's it at? Sharkla. So that's 3. Which means we just need 2 guys. We'll skip him. And we'll get these 2 up here. I love that it's so not Jedi. Right? Like he screams, "Fear me, I'm a Jedi." That's 48. And I'll start turning stuff in. So we have 2 up here to turn in, and then we'll go back to the cantina. And that'll wrap everything up.
Rishi is dead.
Oh, you bring most excellent news. Our fallen will
Now, if you haven't completed it, Rishi also has a reputation system. So
These are fine.
all of these are dropping these reputation
I acknowledge your
items.
skill in the hunt. The
They don't help
Slayers
us
three
any.
have
We
bested.
maxed
The
Rishi a
honors
long
and
time
glory
ago.
of the
But
Spawn Nebula are yours. A good game until next year.
all right, we'll slip outside first. Actually, the Tonvars aren't there, so we'll grab some out here as well. But we'll turn. This looks like somebody's gone through.
I'm Remillard. My employer is specialized in
Nova
data
Blade,
security. You
Cardair,
need us for yours.
Nova Blade, Caridia, White Maw, Nova Blade. Oops. I must have hit the wrong button there. Well, there's our two. That wasn't the plan, but we have to find the Tonvars. What we got out here? There's a couple.
You're dead meat. You're dead meat.
Alright, so that one's done. And again, we turned that one in, so now let's go back into the basement. And nope, our Tonvars have not respawned.
Getting kind of popular.
There we
with the
go,
local
Harlow.
tracks.
Alright, how close did we get? Yeah, 92. Not too bad. Like I said, I've got some other things to do on this guy. Probably tomorrow or Monday. So we're not going to worry too much about it. Normally in my cycle, I'd go ahead and run, on the Republic side, it'd be Coruscant. Because they're nice and easy. But we already ran those earlier. While we were PvPing, so we're not going to bother. Let's take a look at how bad our inventory is here. Junk. That's all junk. Now the nice part on this character, because he can use a pistol, it'll let me actually disintegrate it. On a lot of characters you can't. It's a little weird. Let's check his gear. What's he wearing? Alright, so he has a 336 set. So what we're going to do is go into here. Go to good old Cargo Base 7. Grab these. And again, we're just equipping these because while these legendary ones are awesome, they give you like special perks. We want to make it so that if we get another one, it's 336, not 334. Alright, we open those, and we'll re-equip these. So that's why I keep them, just to try to get my collection up. I think that gives us a second DPS set, though. Oh, no, we're a helmet short. We got plenty of pants. Pants and boots. We have an abundance of pants and boots. Boots. Some extra gloves. I need to start pulling these out of here and just, even though it's not a complete set, putting them on some of my DPS characters so that they're not just clogging up my inventory. Alright, let's see what our repair bill is. 4,000, not too bad, almost 5,000. Like that is 5,000 right there, so that paid for our repairs. There we go. So if we look at Conquest now, yeah, 1.4. Where are we at on guild leveling? We made it to 38. I think we were 37 last week. We still need how much? 44.2. So we still need 750,000. We're not getting that this week, but next week we should hit that. That'll put us at 39. Raise these to 14.95. And then level 40, I think, should cap us out at 15, which is the top. And so my personal pub guild will have all of that done. So you get an XP bonus and a reputation bonus of 15%. Zax is carrying the weight from the PvP. That's my reputation, guys. Those are the 6 reputation things that I do. 43,000 a day, so they basically get conquest just from doing that. I ran him to get the Jedi Knight stuff done. I did a CZ run on him, and then that's the guy we just used. Now you'll notice it says 105,000 here. That is because in our conquest we get an invasion bonus of 15%. So my actual contest is 92, but for here it counts as 105. You have to get 100 over here to get the stuff. So we're just 8,000 short. It's not a big deal. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and say that's a good stopping spot. So as always, I appreciate likes, views, subscriptions, all that kind of stuff. Also, if you find the link in the description or the chat to my personal profile page for Extra Life, that's why we stream. We stream because we love the Star Wars The Old Republic, but we also want to raise money to help Phoenix Children's and the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals, and help heal some sick kids and make their lives hopefully just a little bit better. So I do appreciate all the support. We're at $580 already this year, so thank you for that. Pushing towards the big November event. We're trying to get to 3,000, so we'll see how that goes. Last year I think we hit 26 and change, 2,600, something like that. So any and all donations are definitely helpful and accepted and appreciated. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We will see you all next week for PvP in the morning. And I'm not sure, we might roll into a new story playthrough in the afternoon or at night. I'm not sure. I might throw some polls up on Twitter. We'll see what happens there. All right. We'll catch you all later. As always, go out there and watch, play, or create something great. And have a great week.